Wow, I just wasted. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, wow. I had my headset plugged into there. And so everything I've said for the last 3 minutes was live stream. So I'm just going to join in and watch this and be like, am I losing my fucking mind? Oh, now that we see got audio working on this. No, I was talking about the recalls and shit. And so, I mean, through some research yesterday, or actually it's been going on a while, but all right, well, welcome to the live stream. For those you don't know, I'm the Motorcycle Mick. And before I get too far into my live stream talking about how there's been a shitload of motorcycle recalls lately, especially surrounding a new brand, if you're new to this channel, watching for a very long time, hit that subscribe button down below. I upload videos every Tuesday and Thursday around 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. No, it's just been a rough week. Been trying to find new work for me, but yeah. So last week it seems like I'm getting burned out. It's a little bit, so I'm not trying to do these things to short people on content. But I live in Michigan, and the Sportster project is going to be happening very soon. No, I've been saying that, but I've ran into a couple roadblocks, and we're going to get that fixed up and get that all taken care of and going here soon. But yeah, I had a rough week last week. I lost my position of where I was at, so having all that comfort and all that kind of stuff just went out the window. And now it's trying to find sense of purpose again, I guess. I'm not really sure how to put that, but you know, and I love making content. I love being around you all because the support I've had on my channel has been amazing. And if you haven't noticed, I did hit 833 subscribers right now. So there'd be a delay possibly on a couple of the giveaways just because of the position I'm in. So yeah. But yeah, so there's just been a bunch of motorcycle recalls. I mean, especially when you look at something like Indian motorcycles, or I mean, here's the deal. I'm not gonna be that guy that is a Harley guy that rags on Indian. Yeah. But I'm not gonna be the guy that rags on Indian. I'm gonna be the guy that's being straightforward as a company that is it's not the real Indian. They're manufactured by Polaris. They're manufactured in the same place that the friggin' Victories were. So for them to start having issues like this and the recalls that they're having, especially with the new Power Plus 108 that was originally supposed to be going into the Challenger, which it did, but they've been having a lot of issues with it, with like loss of compression and a few other things. But yeah, and at least to say Harley's had its fair share of stuff to have recalls on. So with the amount of recalls that they're doing, doesn't surprise me. But the competition has really kind of driven up the recalls between the two companies because they're all trying to put out the next biggest thing. Anyway, and really they should be worried about better product. Because honestly, what's drawing people to American motorcycles anymore nowadays is really getting hard to justify. I mean, Triumphs are great motorcycles. There's a bunch of other brands. I mean, Triumph, Suzuki, Honda, they'll make good motorcycles. But yeah, so just wanted to get that little tidbit out. I mean, I don't know if you guys have had a recall on your motorcycle or have had to deal with one. Let me know in the chat. Besides that, like with most of these live streams, I answer questions, and it's just a nice conversation. They're all talking, hanging out, kind of thing. So, yeah, it's hard, Most people, when they think of a YouTube being there's a difference between making videos for YouTube and being a content creator. And for the record, I was someone that was working a full time job while making videos. I mean, it was rough. I mean, like once you run out of season, once you don't have that nice road riding season, to where you can record videos to and from work if need be, because that's where you have your time to be able to record and get home and edit a video on that day. It's really nice, but here in the state of Michigan, run out of that, and when you're trying to put out 2 videos a week. So I think next year when we do winter, I might have like a winter schedule where it's like 1 video a week. But I mean, it seems like it's really easy to get burned out on this, especially when you're trying to build your name up, especially when you're trying to build a channel, because I think people. No, it says there's people watching, but I don't think anyone else is commenting. But I mean, if they want to comment, feel free. But yeah, I mean, it's hard. So yeah, I think next year when we do winter, I'm gonna go down to a different schedule. Because I mean, I don't mind, like when I'm writing and making videos, it's really fun, and there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it. And there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it in the winter months, but it's really hard to sit and talk at a camera. As much as I like doing it and I like making videos twice a week, there's got to be like the Norseman. What? Hey, you still haven't changed your picture yet, though. I like it. But yeah, so I think next year when I do this, I'm going to definitely be changing up the winter uploads. Just because it is. It's hard to sit here and talk at the camera, especially like you only run out. You can run out of so many things, and you gotta start making. I know you got all those GoPros. I've been messing around with my 8. That's all I usually film all my videos with is my GoPro Hero 8. I like all of my other cameras, but it's easier just to leave one camera on a helmet. Which I'm excited for riding season. What was it say? It was 37 days away till we get to ride again. And I don't want to stop. I know we do. I told you. Okay, so for y'all don't know, there's a person typing in the chat, the Norseman. That's my brother No Show. And he is starting to make videos. So if you haven't, well, once he starts making content, well, he's already got a couple of videos, but yeah, go subscribe to his channel. Patrick's got one, I believe. I don't know. I've kind of secluded myself from social media lately. But yeah, having a position and all that stuff, and then it not being there really puts things in perspective. Especially when I live in a state where they can just, for whatever reason, they even had to, like in our state, they don't have to have a reason to let you go. It's just all it is their ability to have control. Like I don't get that. All right. So if you quit a job, you have to give 2 weeks notice. All right. That's frowned upon if you don't. But if, like, let's say they want to fire you, they can fire you anytime they want. Yeah. Well, the reason I brought that up is because I'm like the whole recall thing is because I do have a Milwaukee 8. And so yeah, I don't know, I'm everywhere once again, a little bit all over the place to start off. But I got my mind running in so many different places. Well, how's everyone else been? I say I got 5 people watching. Let's see some questions or comments, or how are y'all doing today? It is. I mean, yeah, it's comfort of having a position and them just being able to take it away without any question. Like I never understood that. Why do we always give so much power to corporate America? And Everyone else just kind of has to be along for the ride. And that's probably one of the biggest problems with our government is that we're letting people that are old as shit make decisions for us. Still trying to. I'm doing a lot more riding around Michigan this year. That's really what I wanted to do last year, but I didn't really have all the equipment and tools that I wanted to do it with. And well, being busy at work is always a great thing, though. It sucks, but also it's nice. Always seems to make days go by quicker. Has anyone had anyone that doesn't? I know Patrick, you live in Ohio, but anyone that doesn't want to or doesn't live in Michigan, is there any places that you've ever wanted to see in Michigan? They've kind of wanted to like double-edged sword. Yeah. Well, I got a couple interviews. I got one tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, it works out good because it's within walking distance of my flipping house. But I had my vaporizer around here somewhere, and I legit can't find it. Yeah. Okay, come on. That's definitely a reference to uh Wedding Singer. I mean, I know it's a real song, but no, my bikes I have covered like so where I live at they have like a clamshell that where I park my bikes at is yeah, it's back to the wind, so all the wind and snow everything goes over the top. So I normally just keep them covered with a all weather cover. That is where I keep my bikes. I wish I had a garage, and hopefully we'll have a garage by next year. But it would be nice to live somewhere warm. I love Michigan, but it's hard to even if I wasn't making videos, like videos help with the sandy a lot. It's uh I guess yeah, it's like a carport, but it's got like the cover all the way to the ground on the back, like a clamshell look to it. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to riding here in Michigan again, getting back on the road and being able to have months of nice weather and riding. It seems like winter has moved extremely slow this year. And honestly, my favorite time to work on the bikes. What's up, Prairie Boy? But my favorite time of the year is when that first start of the bike, you get in that first ride and it's still got that smell of melting snow. Like that first scent of spring is something that really sticks in my head. I got freaking there we go. That first scent of spring is something I really love. Makes me feel comfortable and happy. Oh, I mean, it definitely is the most dangerous. You got to escape the city, especially like where I live. Nobody pays attention. No one really gives a shit. It's like we all. I mean, that's the one thing is like when people have really nice cars, they're insured really high, so if anything happens, they don't really have to worry about it. Or you get people with pieces of junk cars that are not worried about it, and if there's something that happens, it happens. But what are they? In England, they call it filtering, and I guess in Europe, England, Ireland, Germany, they all call it filtering. And that's where instead of like it's not lane splitting where you can just ride between everyone's cars. It's where you're able to like traffic stopped, you're able to move up. I think that would be good for us, but I don't know. Then we ran into the problems of the idiot drivers, and you know, it's hard to say you want to stay in Michigan forever because I love Michigan, but it's it's interesting to say the least on insurance rates and how much everything costs. There's definitely places that are better oriented price wise and everything. Yeah, wading through the cagers is something we just have to do. I don't know, and then I know this isn't just a Michigan thing, but I know for a fact that for the first month of riding season, you got to make sure you don't die, just because once again, people aren't paying attention. I never understood that. What could be so interesting on your phone that it's worth putting everyone's life at risk? And if everyone thinks they're such a great driver, most of the time, all of us suck at driving. Everyone thinks they're a great driver, but most of us still probably suck at it. I just need to get back on the bike. I got two bikes. Like, honestly, I realized that buying a brand new bike in Michigan is pretty dumb. I will say that right now. Buying a new bike in Michigan is pretty dumb. Yeah. I'm getting married in May. I don't know if that's something you guys are interested in seeing. So I am not a family man yet, per se. But we've been together almost 7 years, so like if we had a family, it wouldn't be a big deal. Thank you. And yeah, you're right, Norseman. We live in a world of multitasking, instant gratification. So everyone thinks they can multitask, and people. Yeah, people get hurt. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if I actually ever said that on the channel that I'm actually getting married in May. I don't think you guys have seen too much of it. Would you guys want to see more of Miss Mick in the videos? Well, I guess Mrs. Mick eventually, but I know I want to get her. She wants to get a full face helmet before she starts riding again this year, so that's going to be up on the list of things to get. Well, she wants like a 3/4 of the full shield. Been married 11 years. Damn, dude, that's congrats. I've been married once before. Well, okay, so here's my thing with straight moto vlogging or having a straight up just moto vlog channel. It's really hard. There's only so many companies here in the US, I guess around the world either, that make motorcycle stuff that everyone really pays attention to. Yeah, you got all the knockoff shit. But I mean, when you think about, like, I want to see my channel grow and succeed. I think I'm at 833 subscribers currently. But at the same time, I don't want to set my sights too high to be let down heavily. If that takes, I mean, it does. It takes time and effort and hard work to get there. It's not, and it blows my mind that some people start a YouTube channel and all of a sudden become hits overnight. But I want to be able to create something that is more well-rounded for people to watch and view than it is just. I don't want to be that just Harley person, because I mean, let's be honest, Harley doesn't work with anybody ever. Like, they literally got actors for their fucking Eagle Rider commercial. or the actors. They got people that were. Harley doesn't work with anyone. There's no one that's besides like racing teams. There's no one that's like, oh, my videos are sponsored by Harley, because Harley wants to protect their brand and all this blah blah blah. But it's Harley can't be a good old boys club anymore. It really can't. And that's what they want to try and treat it like, and they want to wait for. They must have had some serious issues because that freaking the Bronx and the Pan America are not even out yet. So no, I mean, and that's the problem is they think they know how to market to what they want to call millennials, but how do you justify it? Like, people are barely buying houses that are my age. Millennials and Gen Zs, or whatever the fuck they want to call them, are not buying houses. They're renting longer. Because if you find a nice place you can rent, what's the difference between that and buying a place? Yeah, eventually it's going to belong to you, but and so if we're not buying houses, what's going to make us buy a Harley? Well, no, and that's where it's like I'd like to see that change, though. That's why I like doing live streams. Because honestly, you don't really see big YouTubers doing live streams like this because it's like they'd be part of live streams, but it's not like a primary thing they do. And I'd like to see that change. I'd like to see a more engaged audience because you're like to get too many subs involved, right? What I hate is seeing a channel that's got 1 million subscribers and every video they get 110,000 views. So what you're telling me is 90% of your people watching your videos aren't. Because in theory, if you had a channel that was perfect, everyone that subscribed to your channel would watch your video. But even now with these kind of things, it's like you try to get people to watch minutes of something. You got to catch their interest in the first couple minutes. And personally, as being transparent as I can, my audience for my channel is fairly large as like I guess an age range, like 40s to 60s. I think that's just because of the Harley. I mean, honestly, if I was open to options, I honestly wish I would have gotten like a Victory when they were still being made. But even now, I mean, an Indian is just a rebranded Victory, and I would love to see that, and I would love to buy one just to put the Victory badges back on it. But because of what Indians' history is, it's really hard to get a motorcycle from them. When you got your roots are started by some dude that was, it's not just business, it was getting ahead. It was like we want to put them out of business to protect ourselves instead of having a competition. And we might do like a little series like recapping Harley and the Davidsons. That'd be kind of cool to do. Let's see what it'd take to be able to do some reviews on that. Because if you have not watched Harley and the Davidsons, I'd definitely go recommend it. It's a good series. At least on Amazon Prime, they have it on there. But definitely one of the best series I've ever watched. And that will kind of like Harley's gotten away from what it used to be in like a fun ride and turned into just either a bunch of old dudes or a bunch of people trying to. Well, I mean, on paper, it's just old dudes and the typical bikers. I don't know. Would I keep my heritage if I had the option to trade in? Like, no worries for the new like Pan America or the new Bronx. I would probably get the Bronx. Honestly, I like my heritage. I love it, and the reason I got it is because Mrs. McRide's with or Miss McRide's with me. So it's freaking out. Well, I appreciate that, Patrick. And that's the thing that I like about me is just because you ride a Harley doesn't mean you have to kiss their ass. They've already gotten your money. You don't need to brown nose them. Think about it that way. It's like you're trying to sell heritage behind a motorcycle, but you know, for $30,000, shouldn't they be paying you to advertise their bike? But everyone, I mean, all publicity is advertisement. No one can pay for that. Yeah, there was not one company that has the amount of money to, even if a person's got 100 views on a video, that's 100 more people that may have saw something than before because of one person. So when you buy a Harley, you know you're going to be paying a lot for it, unless you get like a Sportster or a Street. And also realize that they've already gotten your money. Like Harley already has your money. Don't need to kiss their ass. Be honest with it. I think that's the whole reason that Harley's gotten its complacency is because everyone wants to kiss their ass and say that Harley Davidson's one of the best motorcycles. In reality, we're living on tech. Like, I mean, how do you have a 2,000 cc motor that tops out at, I guess it's factory limited, but 105 miles an hour, 110 miles an hour. Even then, though, it's only got like 80 horsepower, like a 2,000 cc motor mine's got what 99 or 100 horsepower, like 100, 100 horsepower, and we're sitting here with sport bikes with half the motor size that have 160, 170 horsepower. I understand that it's just the type of bike you ride and the way it rides, but I think Indians may be jumping in the right direction with a sport touring model, but who knows? But yeah, that's something to think about. Is you're paying a lot of money, so don't feel the need to kiss Harley's ass. I do like that's why I love Shade Tree Surgeon because he's in the thing of like I don't need you. He's in business for himself, and I like that. I like the fact that he doesn't play it like he needs people because he doesn't. Unless that money's really good, I don't think it's worth selling out what you are. Oh yeah. Uh, Sorry guys, I'm just checking my emails real quick just to. All right. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, 2000 cc motor with half the horsepower. Like I don't get it. I don't know. I just feel tired. Yeah, I realize that the dream job doesn't exist. I don't think it ever will. I mean, I guess it does, but it's never attainable. How many people can say that every day they enjoy their job that they do? Well, it's what they dreamed about doing when they were a kid, and you get stuck in a job you may not really do, but you got a family and stuff you got to support, and you got everything bills you got to pay. But finding the dream job would be pretty freaking epic. Oh, yeah, the dream job. What's up, Road Rash? And yeah, the dream job is winning the lottery. Could you imagine that? Like, could you imagine with the bigger motor bloggers and all that stuff that don't have to have day jobs anymore? They so choose not to because if they want to. They can make enough money off content and sponsorships and stuff. Like I would, if I ever hit that point, I'd just be doing live stream all the time, being having chats and stuff, just because just doing what is fun. If you're enjoying your life, I guess the whole point of that is to help be someone else's escape, and escaping from all of the bullshit of today's world. It seems like working up, finding a job up here in Michigan is, eh. I'm not a greedy person though. If I won the lottery, I'd just hopefully get enough to pay off every single bill I had. Because if you paid off every single bill, like only having to pay rent and all that, life would actually be pretty good for financial stability. Not yet. I don't know if I will. Honestly, I mean that's a lot for someone that's got 1,000 subs, right? Because you can monetize at 1,000 subs, and it might be something to help like pay bills and all that stuff and add up. But uh, I don't know if I'd be getting enough views to make it worth it, to make it worth people's time, like to deter people from watching my video. I don't know if that. So if you ever watch a channel, right, that has like ads on or has the ability to have ads versus something that doesn't, which one are you more likely to watch? You know, like monetizing on YouTube, you're not gonna make shit for money. And those people that do it get like hundreds of thousands of views on their videos because it's like $5 for 1,000 views. So yeah, if you get like 100,000 subscribers or 100,000 views on a video, you know, it's $5. So that's $500 on 100,000 views. depending on click through and all that kind of stuff. So, though, I mean, I hate being the bearer of bad news to people, but if you're looking to make money on YouTube as like you're doing this true and eventually make money, it's a long road. You know, it doesn't suck, man. It's you got good stuff going on. The problem is that people put like in today's world, there's too much value in someone's opinion. You know, if someone had the opportunity to subscribe to a channel basically because they are good, you know, and YouTube doesn't really push smaller channels. Like they don't ever like. So if the great creators and people in minds at YouTube ever see this video, it'd be really cool if like once a week or every day there was like a new creator that popped up on the page, so that maybe they could have that spotlight. But you know, or like once a week, or you could have the chance to actually be the person that's in there as like a featured creator versus, you know, for someone that's smaller. You know, if you want to have parameters, let them have a certain amount of subscribers or a certain amount of time on YouTube. You know, one or the other, whichever comes first. And, you know, give them that spotlight for like 5 minutes. You know, give someone the chance to get boosted. I mean, yeah, Prairie Boy, like I see what you're saying. So Prairie Boy said, yeah, it's a very long road. I'll never make a living off of YouTube, but if I can make enough to pay for my cameras and stuff, I'll be happy. Or lol. But I mean, that's really what if I am going to make money on you, because like the people that well, and that's the problem. And when Reaper, I agree with you on that, man. And welcome here. But like, why does it have to lose its personal touch? You know, like people get so big that you know it shouldn't lose the personal touch of things like live streams and. Well, no, and that's the nice thing is like if you want to use it for supplemental income kind of things, it could eventually work out in your favor. But unless you're like doing it, it's hard. You know, having that chance to make yourself, I won't say famous, but I always think people at fame go to their head and affect them in the wrong way. But yeah, if you're not going to be doing anything like this, like YouTube is. I feel like YouTube is bad to allow kids to have channels, just because. Let's be honest. There's a lot of people making moto vlogs out there, and there's a lot of people with better options to make moto vlogs out there because they have a year-round availability to ride. And most of the people you see that take off and do very well as moto vloggers do live in areas where they can ride every day. Yeah. These are the new bars for the sports. I know I've been over this, but yeah, these are the new bars for the Sportster. That's very comfortable. So I should just like buy a bunch of these and sell them as massagers or like neck supports. Exercise. Charge twice the price of it. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, that's another one. See, I saw a lot of growth in my channel when I could actually do riding videos, and I'm going to be doing a lot more distance riding this year throughout the state. But it's it's hard, you know. There's a lot of cool things in Michigan, but people sign up for a channel and honestly, I've got a lot of I'm starting to get a lot of subscribers, but I have like a very small group of like I'm, I would say our OG subscribers, the ones that are commenting, watching everything I do. Yeah, California ones do, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. They honestly have a lot of advantages when it comes to where they film. But yeah, I mean, we don't really have any big moto bloggers from the Midwest, and I know there's not any from Michigan. Well, actually, no, I take that back. There is one guy over in Grand Rapids that rides a Grom. He actually does. I think he actually does this. Might do YouTube for a living. He lives over in Grand Rapids, though. But it'd be nice though to be able to get a subscriber base and be able to do this for a living and keep a personal tabs on all people that follow my channel. It'd be nice, because then you could travel and say hi to people and meet people. Because the moment that you get large enough that you could possibly do it full time is the moment you should. And that's because then you can fully commit and then see where you're staying financially, what can be done, and just go for it. Because in today's world, you definitely want to go for it. Live the life that you want to. And honestly, I've had a lot of talks with myself, which sounds weird, but like there's a lot of questions about being human that exist. And I think one of the biggest ones is, what's our purpose? What are we doing here? And that's a difficult one to answer because you got a group that's got money and you got people that don't have money. And, could you imagine living your life every day not having to worry about anything versus, you know, every other day is a worry? But yeah, I would like to start doing other things. I might do other stuff too during the winter months. Hopefully, I'll be moving next year to have a house. Hopefully, that'd be really nice to have a garage and stuff I can work on the bikes in due time. I've gotten the rush. I think everyone's gotten off the original track on this. It's so easy to get sucked into the algorithm. And I know people are like, oh, well, the algorithm, this, and the algorithm, that. Like, no, I'm talking about sucking yourself into it when you really shouldn't even worry about it. Don't get sucked into YouTube analytics and all that too much. Because honestly, if you try to cater yourself, and that's where I kind of went to, is like catering yourself to other people, it kind of dulls things down. And we'll see about, we'll see if we'll change things up this year. Yeah. The freedom that we don't feel in this country, even though everyone else says we do. Everything's so fucking expensive. That's probably like it's not the cold that bothers me. It's just snow. I'm not gonna ride around with snow and salt on the ground with people that don't know how to drive. Because believe it or not, there's. I mean, most people have been riding a while and they'll understand that there is a time of year when people stop looking for motorcycles. So you automatically enter yourself into the raffle of getting hit by a fucking car. Also, too, is I don't know. So, what do you guys think about this? All right, I love making 2 videos a week, but I feel like I could be making better content for one video and make it a little bit longer than making 2 videos that are 10 minutes long. So, I mean, what do you guys? I know Patrick, you've been around here, Wind Reaper. Uh, what do you guys think? Like, what is your opinions on that? Going from you got the 2 videos a week to one a week, but having more time and effort to put into it because I've been, yeah, I think that's one of my biggest problems is like I burn myself out, and I think my content might be suffering because of that, and I think I might change over to one video a week, but put more time into it and have more energy. And there could be a second video or maybe a longer video for that. But if I had the time to kind of make a longer video once a week versus two short videos, I feel like I could get more into it or change my days from Tuesday and Thursday, Tuesday and Friday, because then that gives me a couple days. Because the problem is like, Monday edit a video, Tuesday gets uploaded, Wednesday you're already filming and editing again. So I might change the dates I upload videos too. That might be another option I have. But I guess we're gonna see what happens. Once I sit down with myself and with Mrs. Mick and kind of figure out what I want to do. January through December. No, and I love making 2 videos a week, but I see why for what I've been doing, what I've been doing, you get burned out, and I understand that can cause you to lose subscribers, but well, no, and that's where hey, Patrick, that's where I'm going with this. Is like I'm not talking about super long, but like if I did like a 15-minute video a week, I've seen like people that do like anywhere from 15 minute to 20-minute videos a week, or 10 to 15 minutes. You give yourself the ability to create more. So instead of rushing yourself to create something, and I feel like that's why a lot of bigger, like not even bigger YouTubers, but a lot of YouTubers, like will sit unless they actually do. What I'm doing right now is really burning me out quickly. I mean, huh, I've gotten, I don't know. Let's see, real quick. Oh, it's got another subscriber. Yay! Let's see, guys. I have how many videos? All right, so And since May of last year, I have down 60 now. Yeah, I've got 90 videos. But yeah, no. So since last May, I've made 90 videos. So it's turning into like, let's see, 52. And that's another thing is like I can upload videos twice a week, just not limit myself to the days. Which I think I kind of like, because then that kind of keeps people guessing, and then it gives me a little less stress that when I have to upload, just consistently that there'll be 2 videos a week. Subscribe, like, and share. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and since last May making 90 videos, that's where I like well, shit, breaking shit. That's where I like the live streams and the ability to be less stressed about it. So I think that it might limit, and I would like when I'm doing the Sportster stuff, I would like to do a couple live videos of that. You guys can see me working on stuff and adding stuff onto the bike, ask questions and chat about it. And I had to find a laptop to be able to do that with a webcam, but yeah, I mean, 90 videos. It gets stressful. Like, I don't know if you guys ever watch Wigsley, but I like his upload schedule where it's just, I'm gonna upload once a week. This is what you get. But yeah, I mean, definitely if I had the opportunity to make daily videos, it would be something I would do. But even then, like I said, those people that are making daily videos are the ones that this is their job. I used to build for them. Yeah. Have a good night, Prairie. I mean, I'm about off too. I'm stopping this at 1 hour because I'm got to get ready for bed. I got an early morning starting tomorrow. But yeah, have a good night, Prairie. But yeah, and that's the thing is like I feel like I'm losing views because I mean the quality has been lacking, unfortunately. And it takes time to realize that like that's what's happening, and I feel like I can grow myself better, my brand better. Also, I do have I got a Teespring, so I don't know if y'all saw that or not. But yeah, definitely been a slow few days. I don't know why this is like. If you guys have a set of handlebars, try this, and it's like the best like neck massager ever. A little pressure. I think one of the videos I wanted to do here soon is 24 hours on a motorcycle helmet. You know what? I'm putting this thing on. I have not had my helmet on in way too long, and I miss it. I miss my helmet. Oops. Oh, so much better. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's just because you can make it more personal. You know, and I'm doing a reconfiguration of what I want for my channel. So, you know, and being able to sit here and ask you guys about that too really, really makes a big difference. You know, I like being able to sit here and chat with you guys versus talking about something that. Oh. All right, guys, I got to get off. I appreciate everyone being here for the hour that I've been on. I will hopefully be having longer ones here soon and getting more people. Maybe get Wigsley on here with me. Oh, Tampa Boys Customs, shut up. Just as I was leaving, man. Or y'all, sorry. Whatever anyone likes to be. But yeah, so I went out here. I got a job interview in the morning. Just so you'll know, it's just like, you know, been kind of rough. And Brent Bartram, have a good night. See y'all later. Wind Reaper, Tampa Boys Customs, Patrick, Prairie Boy, I know you're already gone. The Norseman. Everyone that hasn't commented, thank you for showing up and being here. Yeah, so you know, I think we're gonna try that out. I'll talk. We might do another. We might just have a BS live stream Thursday too, just to talk about stuff and kind of what the plan is for season 2, which starts next week, and then maybe talk about switching over to that new schedule for me for uploading, just to take some burnout off me and to be able to make better quality content. Because 2 videos a week, man, that's a lot, and I don't want my quality of my channel to suffer because I'm trying to keep up with some bullshit algorithm. All right, y'all have a great night. Thank you, and as always, I hope you have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, tea, lunch, brunch, nightcap, midnight snack, bacon sandwich, McGriddle, crumpet, and remember to always ride for freedom. Goodbye, everybody.